So in regards to fungus, let's see if we can get the camera without. Yep, we got the right camera. So I'm looking at this woman, and in regards of what's it called, Psoriasis or something like that, Psoriasis, and looking at other things in regards to skin diseases and all that, and just like acne in regards to fungus as well. There was another thing that in regards to fungus, that was very interesting, and yeah, it looks like, now apparently they don't tell you that it's fungi, but that was very interesting to see how the things can come out of your body. I don't know why it intrigued me. It's like I find it interesting. I don't know why, but it's just the more disgusting it is, the more interesting in some sense. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of weird because blood. I just can't handle blood. Talking about blood and all that. Usually end up feeling very, very bad, and like, anyway. There was another thing I searched on in regards to fungi. Apparently I can't find it, but I looked into it, and it indeed did look like that was like where things are coming out of the skin, like, or like things, different things, like coming out, and yeah, why wouldn't that be fungi? So that was looking interesting, just a layman's look at. But yeah, why wouldn't it be fungi? Making these growing out of your. It's incredible. It's incredible how many things that fungi can do, and yet we are overlooking the issue. And of course, there's money in overlooking the issue. So I can't remember what it was called. Taps, maybe taps. Was it taps? Taps, skin taps, or something like that. Maybe skin taps. It was called. Was some interesting pictures of that as well. Also in regards of acne, in regards of fungi acne, I saw some of the images, and that looks pretty much what I had in the in the past. Remember calling up the special doctor, trying to figure out what, and I was like, hey, I have a symptom, in regards of, yeah, but we don't have time. Oh yeah, it was skin tags, and skin tags. Different kinds of skin tags, and I guess it could be very much fungi. Fungi comes in so many variations. It's very interesting. Of course, it's pretty devious. The fungi are so devious. But you can just, this, you just see how it grow out of the skin, it's like, why, it looks like a little fungi, pretty much growing out of the person. Now there's many variations of it, but yeah, it looks like small fungi growing out of the skin of the person. So, of course, I guess we don't want to tell the people about fungi. That it's actually, and you have these, for example, and I remember, like where they're hanging from the skin, it's not looking so good, but it's interesting, Yeah, again, I don't understand what, yeah, but I find it intriguing, oddly, so, but again, many variations of these disgusting tags. Yeah, fungi. I think that's pretty. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, right? But of course they tend to lead you to the grave anyway. Here we have. It doesn't look good. It's like it's growing, the same kind, yet variation, still having some variation. But you see multiple pictures where you have the same kind of, fungi, as far as, maybe I'm wrong, but, it would make totally sense, of course, in regards of a fungi, if you are infected by a fungi, of course, it would look a lot of the same in regards to the tags that you get when you have groups of these tags that, of course, would be growing, you know. So yeah, there's different variations, and of course, there's different fungi, and you know, so different kinds of, you know, colors and all that. Anyway, very interesting. So the other thing I was looking into now was I just heard from a brother from the U.S., Zachariah, in regards of new to Torah, and his wife died of what they call cancer. You know, it's a fungal infection, but you know, of course, they don't want to tell us about that because you know, yeah, it's just incredible. Anyway, it's a lot of money in killing people, you know, murdering people. So anyway, and not telling them what cancer actually is, you know, fungi. It's fungus. How do you give cancer to test animals? Oh well. Anyway, or diabetes, or what is it called in regards of the memory issues and all that. Anyway, so let's go back to the things. Yeah. So we see psoriasis. And he was talking, you know, the brother from the U.S., you know, from New to Torah, was talking about that they tried this thing, which is actually called, let's see if we can find the name here, because I was looking into it a little here. And it was called something, and he said that it actually seemed to work against the so-called cancer, but it was too late. But he himself was, or maybe it was in regards to the children, in regards of one having acne and another having psoriasis. So I can't even say it, you know. I'm not even sure how to say it. Let's see. Let's try that again. Psoriasis. Psoriasis. Yeah, I need to have some kind of help in regards of how to say that. Apparently, it's a Greek word. I looked it up in regards of what it means, in regards of name for the Greek word, psora, meaning itch. Itch. What does fungi do? Well, itch. Psori, or can at least, you know, itch. It can itch horrible. Psoriasis is a chronic, non-contagious disease characterized by inflamed lesions covered with silvery white scapes of dead skin. You know, I'm looking at the images in regards to these different kinds of psoriasis. It looks, you know, it looks very much like fungi, you know. But anyway, so apparently this thing that is called, what is it called? Astaxanthin, I think it was. Let's see if we can find. Yeah, astaxanthin or something like that. You know, it's a astaxanthin. Apparently, he told about that it seemed to actually work in regards of the cancer. Of course, that's fungi related. Yeah, well, it is fungi. So, but then, you know, he tried it. I think it was on his children in regards of one having an acne problem, and it cleared up, and he didn't need to have the, you know, from the medical mafia and all that. And apparently he went to the doctor and told him, hey, I don't need these creams anymore. I think that was in regards to the acne. I'm not entirely, or maybe, yeah, I think it was the acne. Anyway, I can't remember. I have to read. But anyway, okay. And of course, that's a lost customer. So of course, the doctor is not is not interested in what you actually did, you know. Because he's, what do you call it, a drug dealer for the medical mafia. Anyway, so then he talked about he had used this for, you know, against the acne was fixed, and the I can't even, yeah, I have, you know, give me a break. Psoriasis or something like that. So the psoriasis, I really need to this, you know, see if I can find on Google in regards to how to actually say it. But apparently the psoriasis also cleared up by using this remedy. And I'm like, well, that makes pretty good sense, you know. If it actually did work in regards of the cancer, you know, even if it was too late, but that you saw an improvement of using this, and that you see that it kills off the acne, you know, so the acne, you know, goes away, and then you see the psoriasis go away as well. In regards of 3 different cases, well, why would that be? Maybe the remedy has some antifungal, you know, in it, you know. Maybe that's why it would work on all these things that would actually seem to be different apart, yet are actually close related in regards of fungi. Psoriasis. Let's see if we can find how to say it. So already there, it led me to, you know, it's like, okay, that sounds like it's an antifungal remedy, or at least it does something. So I didn't really get any way of saying it here. How to, you know, sound. Psoriasis. Maybe we can. There we go. Let's see here, and hopefully we'll. You know, as usually you could find. Oh, maybe I could actually do it on the mobile, I guess. Let's see if it have.
On our YouTube channel, you'll find a limited selection of pathology and
Yeah. Let's go forward.
With Osmosis Prime, you'll get access to over
Give me a break. All
700
this
videos,
advertising
including a
crap.
complete footprint collection of
You know.
Skin inflammation
There we go.
is chronic.
Hey,
Psoriasis is a
Psoriasis. I wonder how they really say it in Greek, because sometimes in regards of, and of course they usually use this old way of saying in regards of Greek. So anyway, so skin tags, you know, looks fungi related. Psoriasis looks fungi related, and in regards of acne, at least it is understood that some acnes are fungal related. But maybe it's actually more than some, you know. But you know, but anyway, one of the times I got this, you know, acne thing, you know, was all over my skin and all that. I've been drinking a lot, and of course, alcohol is just stupid to, you know. I just anyway, if you want to get issues in regards of fungal issues, just drink a lot of alcohol, and of course, eat sugar and all that. So what you want to do is keep away from them and have, you know, a diet that is pretty much antifungal, so you make your risk less of getting into issues. But anyway, I saw this woman in regards of psoriasis. Besides actually seeing an article of psoriasis in regards of these different kinds of psoriasis in regards of skin diseases. And well, maybe we should just call it a skin disease, you know. It's a skin disease, you know. But it looks very much like fungi. You have different variations of fungi, you know. So she talks about actually that they say that it's her skin that grows more. But I'm looking at this, you know. Tell me, does this look like it's like skin growing? Like, does this looks like fungi to me? This looks like, you know, fungi, you know, growing in the skin of this poor woman. You know, as what do you call it? It's very, you know, she's having a huge infection of fungi, and she's talking about also taking remedies that can help. And I wonder what she's taking. They probably are antifungal, but of course they probably don't tell her in regards of fungi. Apparently, she talks about in the beginning that it's a skin. This, you know, it's just because the skin makes more skin, but it just looks like fungi, you know.
By the time I gave birth, I was in so much pain and so covered in psoriasis.
And she's talking about itching, you know, itchy. You know, these symptoms she is talking about. Just sounds like fungal issues, you know. You know, it's just it just looks like fungi.
That I couldn't even hold my own children. The turning point in my life was when I had my first daughter, Sophia. She was amazing.
It's interesting that the rest of the family, that it's not, apparently they can, apparently they don't, get it. That is interesting.
And make a better world for her.
But of course, if they have an immune system that, I don't know,
Good, we'll have such a delicious lunch, and then we'll get explain.
if they have strong immune system already, that. But who knows? They might actually, you know, I guess there's always a risk to get it. I wonder. It's anyway. It just just looking at her and seeing the skin, it looks like fungi.
But they also, I think, improve my condition. They make me happier. They take a lot of stress away, just by being them, by saying, "Hey, mommy, I love you," or smiling or holding my hand.
Yeah, but it just looks like fungi. Fungus all over her body, pretty much. And you see it in the beginning as well. There's actually where you see it's mostly where it's just. See if we can find a good image here. And she just have it all over. It's like, and she's talking about in regards to the itching as well, which is in regards of, usually fungi have a.
Psoriasis is an autoimmune disorder. Your immune system doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and it produces way too many skin cells.
You got to be kidding me. So, are you telling me that this sickness is in regards of just producing more skin cells? I'm not a doctor, but look at it. It looks like fungi, and these different skin diseases. Let's just talk English. Looks very much like fungi. Anyway.
My name's Sabrina, and when I was 12 years old, I got diagnosed with a severe case of plaque psoriasis. It does not just impact your skin. The main side effects of my condition are
Look at that.
fatigue, swelling, it does not just impact your skin. 12 years old, I got diagnosed with a severe case of plaque psoriasis. It does not just impact your skin. The main side effects of my
Does that look like just an overgrowth of skin? Or does it look like fungi? She's damaged, in regards to damage to her skin, and it looks absolutely awful. Interesting as well. I don't know. I don't know why it intrigues me, but it's still intriguing to I find it interesting. But it looks like fungi.
condition are fatigue, swelling, itching, burning.
And listen to her in regards to the symptoms. The symptoms are typical fungi issues.
Fatigue, swelling, itching.
Let's take a little back here.
Plaque psoriasis. It does not just impact your skin. The main side effect.
And of course, this is one kind of the skin disease. There's multiple skin diseases of the same name with another word. But anyway.
Effects of my condition are fatigue, swelling, burning.
Itching and burning. Itching and burning. What? That sounds like what? Oh, fungi. Oh yeah, itching and burning.
Depression,
Depression. Fungi. If you have an overgrowth of fungi, releases fungal toxins in regards to mycotoxins.
And then if you have psoriatic arthritis along with it, which many people do, you also have that swelling and pain in your joints.
Yeah, look at that. It looks like a fungal infection to me. And of course the question is, can one actually fix the thing? And in regards of the antifungal diet that Doc Kaufman has, a Roman papist, so just throw out the Roman bones, but he knows his fungi, that's for sure. 50 years of in that topic. and
I'm a
it's
wife and a mother, but it affects my daily activities.
yeah, of course it does, and it's very sad. And again, the medical mafia are bullshitting us. It's incredible. What a wicked world that we are letting people suffer as we are. The system are letting people suffer and die because of mammon. This devilish, evil world is. Think about how much. Just looking at how much she has, pretty much all over her body. And it must be itching. Heating and all that, and you know it's awful. It's awful in regards of living with such things, and it's yeah. And even if they can see it, they apparently can't do anything about it. They don't know how to fix it. How incompetent the system. Well, of course they can give her things that and then of course she's a paying customer instead of just fixing her issue. It's incredible. It's a big business.
I can't work because of it. I can't work anywhere publicly because people kind of stare at my skin. People were like, "Who's that girl that has all that stuff all over her skin?
Yeah.
Why is she always tired? And why this? And why?"
Yeah, why would she be tired? In regards of what does fungi do? Produce toxins. Might be one reason why she is, tired all the time. Have itching, have heat. You feel this heat, and, the itching, and it's terrible. It's just,
That I'm unable to be the person that I want to be. I want to be running around with my children. I want to be out there doing things in the world.
I think she could probably be helped by listening to Doc Kaufman and changing her diet. The problem is that it depends on different levels, because some can just change small minor things and then get over the things, and others have to do a huge amount of things, and again some die. Some die before they can actually fix it. Having a fungi roaming around your body, making havoc, and these fungi are devious creatures. It's incredible how it seems like they have an intelligence. That they have. It's like incredible how devious. You're reading and you're seeing how many ways they have of attacking us and taking us down, and it's incredible. It's just so devious. It's so diabolical, and yet the medical mafia is just we don't know, we don't see anything, and all that because money, money, money. What is cancer? What is cancer? Oh, we don't know what cancer is. Pay us more money, and the cure is just around the corner, right? Oh, that's why you're witch hunting all those people actually trying to help people. Oh, in regards of helping people cure them and all that. Yeah, okay. But let's just witch hunt them, right? So, but anyway, it's just and close down all those so-called what is it? What is it called? It's incredible. And again, it's just again, it depends on in regards of what level wanna. Some can just do minor things, and then that issue will stop, and others have to go a long, long way. And I'm still battling with my stuff, but it's interesting that it hasn't been. It's not visible as such on the. Of course, I have gotten a lot of these brown spots now after the explosion, but besides that, there hasn't been many. Many big signs in regards of. It's like a hidden enemy in some sense, hidden undercover, rooming in the darkness. But again, some people have it pretty visible, in regards of, it's just these images in regards of skin diseases and all that. It's so many variations of infections in regards to the skin. And yeah, interesting. But and you can just see people itching. It seems like that itching is the thing that follows along, and of course, breaking of the skin are some of the things here. Again, variations. Also, these dots coming up. Again, different kinds of skin diseases. Yeah. Couldn't have anything to do with fungi, could it? It's incredible. Anyway, it's just very sad to think about how many people are suffering from these diseases and being murdered, and when we could actually, if we were honest, again, itching, every kind, so many of the pictures are showing like people are itching the place of it. Well, what does fungi tend to do? Well, itchy. So, and yeah, redness, itchy, heating. Yeah, it's just. And could they say to the person, try another diet, try a low sugar diet with antifungals and all that, try that, no, they don't know much about that, Incredible. 19 years ago, I could have turned my issue around very easy, I think. Not so easy now. But anyway, here we go again. Droplets of psoriasis, the guttate psoriasis, or skin disease, itchy skin disease, whatever. Again, it goes on and on and on and on with these different forms of skin diseases. I do have an application on my mobile as well in regards of skin diseases and different. I do wonder what they write if they actually. I don't think they link it with fungi, sadly. But anyway, I've been doing the natural antifungals and all that, and I guess I'm around halfway in regards of these, in regards to the berberine and the grape seed extract and all that. And I've started today with the nystatin, taking a good amount of those, of nystatin, and just to lay the groundwork, and then I'll take diflucan, and then I have 27 weeks of diflucan, and hopefully it will beat it further down, but I don't know. I can only hope that it will take it further down. I really, it's of course it would be easier if you catch it in the beginning, because if you catch it in the beginning, there's a lot less of issues that the immune system and have to take care of, and toxins and all that. But the longer it take, the longer you wait, the more difficult it becomes to fix. So it's very sad. But yeah, haven't really had that many outward symptoms, and that of course is a, I could feel, or I can feel that something is wrong, but it's hard to, they just thought I was a hypochondria, and it felt like they thought I was just, making things up, I guess, you know. Very sad. Never talked about changing my diet or anything like that. Stop drinking alcohol, maybe stop smoking, and so forward. Taking a lot of years to get to this point, and I'm like, you know, if I knew what I know now in the past, I think I would have been able to turn the boat around very easily. So, of course, it's a little hard to, of course, say because I haven't, you know, I haven't really, you know, I can't check it, but yeah, wow, picture after picture, and I guess they will just say it's a skin disease or whatever and all that. Well, what, you know, it looks like fungi to me, you know. Fungi everywhere, you know. It's like incredible. Totally seemingly totally overlooked issue. It's incredible. Yeah, think about how many people are suffering, and the medical mafia is, you know, we're not getting the information so we can make informed choices in life. It's outrageous. Anyway, fungi love sugar and alcohol. Again, if you drink a lot of alcohol and sugar, you know, you might set you up for a fungal issue. Wow. Incredible. It's like white. Anyway, I don't know how they can say it's just the skin that produces more skin. We have wet, like making brown color. Yeah. Anyway, and white and color. You know, it's like looks like fungi. Fungi everywhere. Like wow, you know, the body of this guy. I think it's a guy. Like it's incredible. It's just now, of course, I should have done this on the mobile, I guess, you know, so you could have followed along. But yeah, it looks so. You have psoriasis or whatever skin disease, you know, itching skin disease, and you have skin tags, and you have the acne. So all of them, as far as I can see, is, you know, is or can very much be fungus related. But what do you know? It's just incredible. Yeah, and it's just sad if they're withholding information just because of money, and of course a satanic agenda. Oh, it's itching, you know. I have itching on my arms and my nose, and it seems like the nose is a pretty one of these places where it's more more sensitive, and also the eyelids. You know, when you can, it's like, you know, you can feel it sometimes crawling in the skin. You know, itching, of course, but like crawling like an insect, for example. Like for example, down on your leg, right? It feels like an insect is crawling on your leg, and you're looking down, and there's nothing there. It's like that pretty much. Some of the symptoms that you get. So yeah, yeah. It's crawling on my arms. I can feel it on my feet and on my nose and my head and all that. I hope the diflucan will take it further. You know, kick it. I'm not you know, I'd hope that it would go in the right direction, but I'm not sure it's going in the right direction at the moment. It's still there, that's for sure, but it is, you know, in regards of volume, it's lower than it was before the explosion that I had. where I was just totally, at that point I felt like it wasn't that bad an idea in regards of a rope around my neck. I would never do it, but I felt I was at that point of thinking, it might not be so bad with a rope around the neck, because it was utterly horrible, and it's still there, but again, it's less of a, you know, it's the volume is still down, but I would have hoped that it would, that I would see more progress. And the thing is still, one is still trying different things, and in regards of resources as well, it's just, it sucks you dry. It's like you keep on, putting resources in the hole pretty much, and you just hope you get to a point where you actually have fixed yourself. But yeah. But I guess it's an experience, I guess, and who knows, there might come something good out of it in the end. Who knows if I can actually beat it? I have a testimony if I can beat it. But you're not in the medical mafia is not going to help you. I was struggling so much to get the diflucan. I used weeks and weeks and weeks in regards of, and then, going to another doctor telling me, I had to go outside Denmark to actually get it. If I, and of course he diagnosed me as to the shrink as well as the other doctor, and of course all, just that's the last two in regards of, and then I actually talked with another one as well, so that's three in regards of, but then I at least got it for 27 days and absolutely did take the edge out of it. Have lowered it considerable, but again, it's still there. So, but now I have for 27 days again, and I haven't started on it yet, but again, I should get going on that at some point. Just starting off with the nystatin, just to give it a hit in regards to the gut, that's local, and then going to start on with the diflucan and hope for the best. It will be interesting to see how the fungi reacts the first couple of days, because last time the first 4 days was utterly horrible. So it will be interesting to see if the fungi will react on it again. Some of the first couple of days. Yeah. Still trying to take different kinds of antifungals and all that. And, there's two choices. Either it's going to kill me or I'm going to kill it, That's pretty much the two, either I'm going to get it under control or I'm going to be, I guess I wonder in regards to, 19 years, I would have thought that it would have, it's just, maybe, the body can take a lot of, suffering before actually, I guess, dying off. So yeah, it's, but, a lot of people are out there, battling these things, and a lot of people are in a lot worse conditions than I am. So I shouldn't really, I shouldn't whine, I really shouldn't whine. It could be a lot worse. But yeah, itching is yeah. Again, it still depends on, again, it goes up and down and up and down in some sense. Sometimes it's just like nearly not there, and then other times I guess it's still the sugar thing again. Maybe I should probably try to get to zero sugar again. I'm drinking some of these, and they have a little sugar in it, and of course butter has a little sugar in it, goat butter, whatever. So, and of course, some of the other things that I eat, it seems to be best if I just keep it to meat, only meat that has no sugar in it. So I guess I'll, but it would be nice to have, and it is said to be antifungal, the other, and yeah, but I guess I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could. The problem is, even if I'm eating meat, if it doesn't kill it overly, even, I guess I could, I could, probably eat meat for a year or something like that without any problems, And you can see other people have actually eaten meat for huge, long periods of time without any issue. And so it doesn't seem to be a problem in regards of. The question is if it will take it totally out. It does seem to be the best food source that I've found in regards to red meat, and of course getting it from a source that is in regards of the more natural the better, right? So but yeah, it does seem to be have been the best that I've been able to find. And if one could then take antifungals at the side of it as well, I wonder. There are these essential oils which are antifungal, and of course it has no sugar in it. So I wonder if I can actually go totally low on the meat. Only meat, so that's like zero sugar in the diet, and then then look into more essential oils or something like that, and that might be an option to do. At least you're not putting fuel on the fire in regards of sugar. So, and then, yeah, then maybe in regards of, stimulating the immune system and putting, anyway, not much help in this world. But again, little by little, you find out what is absolutely not working, like alcohol. I figured out for myself over time that alcohol was absolutely not the way to go, and of course stopped smoking as well. I'm not entirely sure if smoking didn't have the mycotoxins in them. Who knows? There might actually be some health benefit from smoking different things. I don't know. But as I understand it, it's actually the mycotoxins that gives the cancer in regards of fungal poison, So not the smoking itself that is the problem, but the mycotoxins which, ends up in the tobacco. But I still wonder in regards of all the smoke that you're still inhaling should still have an effect on the body. But I wonder if there could actually be some health benefits as well, and of course a lot of I don't know. Yeah. Whatever the case. Well, I guess that's all. It's pretty active in regards of itching. It does seem to become a little more active when I take the berberine, which is interesting because berberine is antifungal. But I've been taking berberine and a good amount of doses of berberine as well over the last couple of since I got it, and that's around a half of the package of the berberine. Well, that's still a good amount, I think that should still be, I'm going to take the berberine with the diflucan because they are set to work in unison, work together. So I should get on going with that, and have another hit on it and see and hope for the best. I guess that's the only thing I can do, and then try to research a little more in regards of the diet. But yeah, that might be a choice in regards of going again totally meat and then finding some essential oils that I can take at the side, so I'm keeping the sugar to a zero. Of course, there's no sugar in the essential oils, but some of the other antifungals that is out there is said to have there can be sugar in it. So just totally keep it zero sugar, and then still take antifungals. That might be the way to go. I guess I'll have to try here and there. Yeah, that's the only that's one solution anyway. So I wonder how much nice statin I actually have if I taking these high doses. It was like 5,000 per pill, and I took 4 times 2, so that would be 4 million units. I started out with, and I did have a period where I didn't feel so good. I'm actually feeling better now. But I guess I'll continue with the higher doses, and just to knock things out in the gut again, and in regards to the diflucan and all that, making it used I'm thinking, I don't know but I'm thinking if you can take things out in the gut first, right, and clean that out, then the diflucan should hopefully more absorbed in the I don't know in regards to how that if it does anything, but whatever, it can't hurt, to my stomach is complaining a little, but it's not hurting or anything like that, even if I took a good amount of nystatin. So yeah, it's growling a little. That's fine. Anyway, that's yeah. There's a Danish website and all that, but of course they want money and all that. But one of them actually, if I bought it, the thing is, in regards of in regards of keeping it a secret in regards of what remedies they use and all that, and they say it can work, but I've heard that before, reading here and there and all that. But if they have some good remedies, to take for some time, that might not be so bad. Just hitting it from different angles. But it's getting tedious. It's a long stretch, and I really hope that the diflucan would have worked a lot quicker. But at least you could absolutely see a betterment in regards of it. But I do wonder in regards to the itching, in regards of why the berberine would make it itch more. Now, of course, I know the diflucan just made it totally haywire the first 4 days. Wow, that was just totally insane. And the 4th day was just the worst. The second day I just lost I had to walk out, and I just couldn't. I couldn't think. I think I probably was killing so much fungi at that point that there probably was a lot of mycotoxins or something like that. I was just blast, in regards of my. That was the second day, I think it was, and it was like being drunk, but you're not really drunk, and just looking at something, and it just doesn't compute in some sense. It's just feeling very, very spaced out on the second day. And I think that might be because of the killing of the fungi. Now the fourth day, it just went totally, crazy daisy, in regards of the skin and the body, in regards of the itching and the warmth and all that. Absolutely reacted to the diflucan, that's for sure. So yeah. So I wonder how it will do this time. But in regards to the berberine, I would have thought it would be, the berberine haven't really totally done this and it seems like the berberine actually can make it more itching, and I haven't really gone beyond anything of that kind. It still seems to do it. I don't know why it would itch. I don't know, but it seems it seems like the clever so-called clever guys don't know either why the itch is actually coming. Oh, my hands, itching, itching all, itching arms, itching hands, itching, nose or eyelids, or in the face or whatever. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. That's so it's wonderful. It's but I still wonder if it's actually going the right direction on the it's a little hard to figure out. But anyway, I'll give it another hit of diflucan, and 27 days of diflucan should do a good amount of damage to the fungi and the berberine as well. And I'll guess I take another stretch and hope for the best. It's it strains you out, it really strains you out, being on and trying and trying and trying and but again, again, it's a lot, it's much more livable now than it was after the explosion, that's for sure. So absolutely did help. So it absolutely took it in the right direction, and of course that has at least made some room for me to and then see what other things I can throw at this beast. And I guess that's all. I've taken so many different things. There's a lot of things people's talking about, and there are still some of black seed oil. I haven't tried that yet, which is said to be very effective. There's this doctor, in regards of a black doctor, and he said that it was the most effective thing, and I haven't tried that. And then there's another thing as well that is said to be pretty effective in regards of parasites. And of course, fungi could be considered a parasite. So that's at least two options that is said to be very powerful that I would like to try out at some point. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess it's enough for now. One day, maybe. One day, maybe I will get over it. Maybe not. Oh well. Anyway, may Jehovah be with you, and Yeshua be a most precious pearl, and the Spirit of truth be in us all. Well, one thing is for sure, if I ever get this under control totally, and get rid of it, well, then I will know how to help other people having issues of that nature. So that's always a positive thing, So anyway, yeah.